Hey everybody, Al Puglisi Trains. Another day in the shop with Howard Zane, and it's station day. We are stationary in the shop for a reason. We have stations. So let me show you what we've got here. Well, we got Station Zilla behind me. It's about 2.5 feet wide by 8 feet long, and we're going to put cleats in the roof so the roof can be easily removed on it because it's going to be on its way to the West Coast shortly. I'll show you. Man, talk about impressive. If you're this is going to a high rail customer, although it can easily be adapted to 2-rail low scale. This one's for high rail. And man, it's been on the channel a million times, but we're going to cleat the roof so that the roof is easily removed and put back on. And you talk about a station, this is it. This is Station Zilla. This is Piermont Station. This is available on HO scale and O scale. This is going to a high rail client. And then we've got these guys here. They've been on the station. This one's $1,600. It is a big O scale station. And then this new one Howard just built. And oh, here's Howard. How you doing, Howard?
The polyps actually Tippy Canoe and Tyler too.
I love it. Bounce.
You remember old John Tyler?
Oh my God, the best sayings in the world, and you just completed this beautiful HO station.
Yes.
And
well, this started with a sketch, Al. First, I did this one, and it looked kind of something was missing, so I did another one, added the tower, reversed these around, and this was the final sketch.
Wow.
And then I liked it, so I went ahead and built this little bit.
And then, man, this thing is really pretty.
Here, I'll put these two over here like this.
You know, it takes about the same amount of work. The reason this one is $1,400, and this one might be, you might say, well, this other one here is $1,600, and it's a lot bigger. It's the labor, isn't it, Howard? It takes just as much time.
It takes a little bit longer labor, but it's easier because when you're cutting out the windows, there's a good chance they're going to fit because you have the size.
Right.
Usually when you cut an HO window, it doesn't quite fit right. You got to get the knife in there or the sandpaper and make the hole a little wider.
Right.
So but the big thing is the materials.
Right.
And I'll tell you, the materials cost so much more than we did years ago.
Yeah.
We have this major client out in California who's coming out in a couple of weeks. Now we gave one hell of a good price because we gave them the price that we had for almost 12 or 15, maybe I think about 15 years, that was the price.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden we decided to order materials, and I couldn't go back and say, hey, I have to raise your prices because we were 30% higher on materials.
It's insane. I mean, a tube of goo is $6.
Used to be 65 cents.
Yeah, the railings.
Well, here, this a sheet of wood like this here,
$13.95.
$8. Now it's 13.06.
Right. And the gator foam and everything involved. But let's spin this one around. This is just beautiful. This is on a.
Well, here,
this looks like it's about maybe 19 inches long.
Today I'm going to give a tip on I'm going to talk about gazintas today.
Okay.
Because when you learn gazintas, you got the whole thing. You solve a lot of your problems. We'll get into that in a minute.
Okay.
I'll flip this around.
I think this is about 19 inches long by maybe 7 inches wide.
One way to find out.
Yeah, while we're doing that, let's spin
When
it.
in doubt, measure this son of a gun.
I guess
16 by 6.
Ooh, that was close. It's a really cool HO station. It could be made in the O scale as well.
Yeah, O scale would be a little more expensive. Yeah, obviously.
But the labor
it'll look great in O scale. It'll be about the same size as this, actually.
Yep. Which is bigger. But the amount of labor, I mean, it takes probably a little more labor time to make it HO.
This one took about 40 hours.
Right.
This is about 31 hours exactly.
Okay. Pretty close.
Yeah, close.
And let's get an aerial view. Yeah, it's just a neat looking station. And let's talk about the gazintas.
Well, a lot of times it's very hard to level these columns. To cut these exact so it's perfect.
Right.
Same over here. You see here? Can you get that?
Yeah, let's
see these columns?
Yes.
How do I level those and cut them to fit? Well, you make a gazinta. Like if this is a gazinta is something goes into something else. That's a gazinta.
Right.
Here is your column. So what you do is you make this get a little wider. This is one number, then this is the next number up the scale.
Right.
So you can go. There's your gazinta.
Right.
Okay. So when you build the column, you cut this a little short. This is overskill, of course.
Right.
And then you put the gazinta here, which is a little longer, and just adjust it so it fits.
And just adjust it.
Yeah.
And as a matter of fact,
Never fails.
I just did that. I'm working on this O-scale gas station, and it's the same gazinta principle there. Of course, this hasn't been weathered
so
yet.
much easier.
Yep.
And you can slide it in place. While it's in here, you can just move this up and down until it hits you put glue in the top and glue in the bottom.
And it looks nice because you can two-tone your gazintas.
Oh, yeah.
And have a two-tone gazinta.
This is true.
Or you can have a single-tone gazinta. And this one is $1,400.
That's correct.
And the big one behind it is
It's
$16. And we don't ship these. These are local pickup, although they can, if you O-scale guys, you high rail guys, I can bring this to York and meet you in York, Pennsylvania. So if you
structures can be shipped, we don't do that. We insist on insurance, which the customer pays for.
Right.
We will not ship uninsured.
Yeah, it's a little risky.
And then the idea is not so much the damage. To me, this is my art, Al, and soon to be your art, which it already is actually. And to have it destroyed, or damaged, is unthinkable to me. I can't.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. The money doesn't mean crap.
Yeah.
With me, I just can't stand this.
I don't want it smashed. Yeah, this is really pretty. Howard, I appreciate you spending a little bit of time with us today.
Well, if you've got any questions you want to ask or how this is done, it's fun. Now, this one here is all pastel weathering on it.
Yeah. Folks, this looked so much different a few days ago before it was weathered.
Well, we had a client came down and saw it on Sunday, and he kind of liked it. He bought that one over there, Al.
Right.
That's going to be on a diorama, Sherwin-Williams.
Right.
He came down to pick a couple of other structures.
So that's sold.
And he saw this, but he didn't see this with the gazintas in, and he didn't see it with it. So I'm hoping he'll see this videotape tonight.
Yeah, I can tell you.
Because right now it's not sold,
right.
But I think if he is first dibs.
Yeah. The chimneys are scratch built.
Oh, it has to have the scratch built.
Yeah.
You can't buy those. You can, but they're never the right size. Never the right.
I like the side view here. I like the multi-story end over on this end. I think it's cool.
Well, again, there's no prototype, but then again, you notice there's a lack of symmetry. If I made these two towers exactly alike, it would be boring as hell. We don't want to do that. So this is this is 1 story higher. And of course, this has the cupola, and that has the
elevator,
the stair cupola.
Yeah. Well, Howard, I appreciate it. Thanks.
Hey, thank you all. Always a pleasure.